Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to the top 10 career-ending scandals. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because, you know, for you to get to the point where you've got a career in showbiz where you're earning a lot of money, way more than the average wage, it's taken a lot usually to get to that point. Unless you're like the product of nepotism where you've got famous parents who basically got you in, chances are you've had to start really, really young, and then you've just over time built a career, got a manager, got an agent, etc, etc. It takes a lot of effort, a lot. Not a lot of people get to that point. And then after finally getting there and earning good money, you destroy yourself by saying something crazy or doing something crazy. It's just like, why? Why would you do this to yourself? Like, I'm guessing maybe after a few years or maybe after a lengthy period of celebrity where you're earning big money, maybe you think you're untouchable. Maybe you think that the rules of the land don't apply to you anymore. I just can't understand why you would just do something that would cost you your job, like something that could have easily been avoided if you'd employed some basic common sense. But yeah, this video is going to be really, really interesting to watch. Let's do it. All right, let's go.
One day they're on top of the world. The next, poof. There's nothing like a scandal to end a successful career in the public eye.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, and I certainly wasn't. And I understand it. I'm not going to argue with him.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 career-finishing scandals. For this list, we're including various types of performers, politicians, athletes, and other individuals in the spotlight who've seen their careers derailed by actions or events deemed morally or legally wrong.
Keep it balanced.
Do you guys want me to finish my answer? That'd be reasonable. You do the questions, I do the answers, and this jackass interrupts me? How about that as the new rule of the game?
Dude, you're making it
However,
worse.
We're excluding scandals centering on lengthy trials, such as those of O.J. Simpson or Bernie Madoff.
Oh, we want Mr. Madoff to go to jail.
Number 10. Winona Ryder, shoplifting.
I recognize that name. I think she's an actress, right? Or was an actress? Yeah.
A-list performers not only make tons of money, they're often given expensive gifts from clothing and jewelry designers who then get free publicity when stars wear their creations.
Right.
So it seemed unlikely that such a celebrity would steal these kinds of items from a department store.
It wasn't my idea. You know I didn't want to do it.
But you did do it.
Why would you do this?
This was apparently not the case for Ryder, though, who was arrested on shoplifting charges at the turn of the century and convicted of 3 felonies. Seemingly unstoppable during the 90s, post-arrest, the award-winning actress was practically scrubbed from the trailer for Mr. Deeds, her 2002 film with
Hold on, isn't she in Stranger Things now, though? I'm pretty sure that's her. I think I can recognize her.
Adam Sandler. Ooh, there he is.
Help, I'm being mugged!
Good luck. See you at the office.
Don't worry, I'll get him.
And her career has been in the slow lane ever since.
Is that your long-term plan, to work in retail?
She is in Stranger Things, isn't she?
Number 9. Paula Deen.
Am I wrong here? Am I tripping? I'm pretty sure she's made a bit of a comeback, but I guess if she was in movies and now she's only really done Stranger Things, her career, probably did take a bit of a hit.
Racist language.
Paula Deen was alleged to have said the N-word multiple times.
For years, Paula Deen was the undisputed queen of down-home Southern cooking, ignoring prevailing health trends that cautioned against the overuse of butter, sugar, cream, and deep fryers.
And I offer my sincere apology to those that I have hurt, and I hope that you forgive me.
Unfortunately, Deen's tendency to go against political correctness extended beyond the kitchen. A former employee claimed in a lawsuit that Deen had used racial slurs off camera.
According to the deposition, Deen was asked, "Have you ever used the N-word yourself?" To which she replies, "Yes, of course."
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. All the time.
Of course, when Deen admitted that she had used the N-word in the past and offered a tearful apology, she lost her popular Food Network TV show and the support of several sponsors.
But it's too late, because the Food Network turned around and said, "Hey, you know what, Paula, you're terminated."
Currently, she's attempting a comeback with her own network.
Well, welcome to the Paula Deen Network.
I just don't get why.
You can
Why?
throw out your TV now, because this is where you can find me.
Number 8. Milli Vanilli, lip syncing.
Milli Vanilli. Dude, look at how big those shoulder pads are. They're like that wide. This is 80s to the core.
In the era of auto-tune and pre-recorded tracks for live performances, it could almost be argued that Fab Morvan and Rob Pilatus were just ahead of the curve.
Wow, crazy to think
But
what kind
even
of
though
music was
many
popular
pop stars
back in the
benefit
day.
from the technological enhancement of their own voices, the voices of this late 80s duo belonged to session singers.
I'm just a love girl, and this is true.
Girl, you know it's true.
When it finally came to light that Morvan and Pilatus could barely speak English, let alone sing in that
What?
language, and that other singers had done the vocals on their album, the
No
deception
way.
destroyed what once seemed a very promising career. The men were also stripped of their Grammy Award.
The pair was returning the Grammy Awards they won for the Best New Artist of 1989. But the Recording Academy had already stripped them of the trophies the day before.
Although Morvan eventually achieved moderate success as a musician, Pilatus succumbed to drugs in 1998.
Oh
Being
my
punched
God.
every day in the public eye leaves marks.
Yeah.
Number 7.
I mean, this is a bit ridiculous though. To be a professional singer, how can you not even be producing your own vocals? Whose idea was that? Like, surely you've got to be able to sing to be a singer, at least to some decent level. Am I wrong? Do you guys
Michael
disagree?
Richards, racist rant.
Hello, I'm Kramer.
Nice to meet you.
See you later.
As Cosmo Kramer on Seinfeld, Richards seemed goofy and lovable. And for many fans, it was impossible not to associate the actor with the loopy but harmless character.
Here, take one. I don't want one. No, they're good. I don't want any. Just take one. No, stop. Kramer, stop it.
That all changed in 2006 during a comedy club show when Richards lashed out at hecklers in the audience.
Whoa.
Shut up! 50 years ago, they had you upside down with a fucking fork up your ass!
While calling them out for their rudeness and loudness was understandable, other
Yeah, to be honest, heckling is arsehole-ish behavior. It really is, you know. Don't go to a comedy show if you're going to heckle, but dude, you said that in response? Come on.
comedians have similarly challenged audience members, the situation took an unexpected and career-ending turn when Richards unleashed a barrage of racial slurs.
Rules out! He's a nigger! He's a nigger! He's a nigger!
Oh my god.
A nigger, look, there's a nigger!
Though he attempted to publicly apologize, Richards officially retired from performing stand-up comedy in 2007.
Yeah.
Every time I see this backdrop, I think about Kramer up.
Number 6, the Dixie Chicks, George W. Bush diss.
Whenever I see backdrops like this, you know, where it's like a heavenly backdrop, it just reminds me of the 90s or something. It just gives me that kind of vibe.
It was the diss heard round the world. When band member Natalie Maines announced during a London show that the group was ashamed of being from the same state as then-President George W. Bush, the Brits cheered.
Just so you know, we're ashamed the President of the United States is from Texas.
But once the comment was reported in the media, many American fans
Didn't like it, huh?
Some country music radio stations banned the Chicks' music, and Maines even received death threats.
Whoa.
And I didn't know that kind of hatred existed, and it was weird to see it be taught to someone.
Boycotts caused the group's music to plummet in the charts and hurt their sales. Eventually, though, the fervor died down enough for the group to win multiple Grammy Awards in 2007.
Our core fans have always stayed true to us, and I want to thank them for staying with us.
Oh, bless.
Number 5.
Oh man, super difficult one. What do you guys think of that? Like, do you guys think that the response to them saying that in London was justified? What do you guys think? You know, let me know your thoughts.
Anthony Weiner, sexting.
Anthony Weiner's penis. Yes,
I shouldn't be laughing at this.
I kept that in as long as I could.
It's normally a positive thing.
Anthony Weiner must have gotten so much bullying when he was a kid. Imagine having that surname in high school. Or just, wow.
When a politician shows openness regarding modern technology and new methods of communication, such as social media.
For me, it just comes down to this, which is, what is wrong with you?
However, in the case of this former member of the U.S. House of Representatives, there is such a thing as being too comfortable.
This is the picture that started the controversy, tweeted from the account of one of Congress's brightest Democratic stars and directed to the Twitter name of this 21-year-old college student.
Oh, so he was
Weiner lived up to his name by demonstrating
a
tendency to overshare photos of his own attributes
Dude.
with women other than his wife via Twitter.
What are you doing?
Today I'm announcing my resignation from Congress.
The sexting scandal caused him to resign.
Did you hear that person in the back? Hell yeah, pervert!
Resignation from Congress.
Listen.
The sexting scandal caused him to resign from Congress in 2011.
Oh,
However,
God.
in 2013, he was allegedly at it again as similar antics killed his mayoral ambitions.
Oh my
I want to again say how very sorry I am to anyone who is
Again?
the receiving end of these messages and the disruption that this has
What
caused.
is wrong with you?
Number 4, Pete Rose, gambling. In 20 plus years as a baseball player,
Big collision.
Pete Rose was exceptional, winning multiple World Series championships, numerous awards, including Most Valuable Player, and breaking several major league records, most notably Ty Cobb's hit record.
Kicks and he fires. Rose swings. There it is! There it is! Get out! Get out! All right! Hit number 4192.
After retiring from playing, Rose became a manager. His outstanding career guaranteed induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame until evidence surfaced that he'd been betting on baseball games during his stint managing the Cincinnati Reds.
Baseball Commissioner Bart Giamatti in New York ended 6 months of swirling questions and banished Pete Rose permanently from baseball.
As a result, Rose was declared permanently ineligible for the Hall of Fame.
What he did was wrong. He broke the rules. But the fact that he bet on games does not remove the fact that he was an exceptional player. One thing isn't really connected to the other here. I don't see why he shouldn't get into the Hall of Fame. Let me know what you guys think about this. Fine, he's a bit tainted because of what he did. But he was still a great player.
You're 73 years old. You have a full-time
Hey, if
job.
I don't look it, I don't act it, and I have a lot of bills. I mean, you have to work.
This
Hey,
seems a bit wrong to
I'd rather be working in baseball.
Number 3, Herman Cain,
Yeah, I don't agree with
sexual
that.
harassment and adultery.
Cain has not talked about the latest accusation, but he did say earlier this week that even if more women came forward, they were all making their stories up.
In a crowded field of Republicans seeking their party's nomination for the 2012 U.S. presidential elections, Cain stood out for several reasons. Unfortunately, many of the reasons weren't good.
I know you dismissed the idea of a sexual relationship with her.
Yes.
But nevertheless, you did give her money over the years, and that raised questions.
Why were you giving her money?
First, there was an advertisement featuring Cain's chief
Buying
of
her
staff,
silence,
Mark
maybe?
Block, who apparently got so excited talking about the campaign that he couldn't finish the commercial without a smoke break.
What the heck?
From there,
so
things
weird.
went further downhill as the aspiring presidential contender was accused of sexual harassment and adultery.
Oh dear.
This eventually led to his withdrawal from the race and politics.
So you agreed with President Obama on Libya or not?
Okay, Libya.
Number 2, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I mean, look, the things he did, for any Joe Blogs from the street, it's kind of obviously, not the harassment stuff, obviously, but the infidelity, unfortunately, a lot of people do that. But if you want to be president, you've got to be really squeaky clean in terms of character. It just wasn't going to happen.
Sexual assault allegations.
Listen, let's put on some music round here.
The Cosby Show brought him into millions of living rooms as perfect dad Cliff Huxtable.
My dad
Long
used to
before
love
the popular
this guy.
sitcom
Used to
debuted,
love
Cosby
him.
was building his reputation as a family-friendly entertainer.
It's Bill Cosby coming at you with music and fun, and if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done.
Playing a trainer on an early TV series, and creating the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids cartoon.
This has affected me in my house. It's affecting me.
What?
And it has really affected these women.
Oh, was she one of his victims? I see.
So, when accusations that he'd previously drugged and sexually assaulted dozens of women started surfacing in 2014, the fallout caused Cosby to cancel some live appearances, and his fatherly reputation is probably irreparably damaged.
The old story was, if you took a little drop, it was on the head of a pin.
That's right.
And
Drop
you put
it
it
in
in
a
the drink.
Coca-Cola. Don't matter.
It doesn't make it, and the girl would drink it, and
she's yours.
Hello, America.
Before we unveil our top...
He said that on live TV. Oh, this is crazy. Imagine someone saying that today on a talk show.
pick, here are some honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
First of all, I'm past libel. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, there's this whole thing in America where, like, you're libel proof
Right.
because you've had so much crap said about you.
Right, yeah.
It's totally awful.
Do I? Am I an addict? No.
When have you?
Have I tried it? Probably in one of my drunken stupors, probably approximately about a year ago.
And the indecent exposure part of it?
I maintained at the time it happened that it didn't happen, and I maintain that still.
Washington, who played Dr. Preston Burke on the ABC hospital drama, was fired from the show for using homophobic slurs towards his castmate, T.R. Knight.
No, I did not call TR a
Oh, you sure are. Crazy son of a bitch.
You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Are you calling me crazy? You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Number 1, Mel Gibson,
Right.
anti-Semitic and racist rants.
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same?
But Mel Gibson's made a comeback as a director, hasn't he? He's directed quite a few great movies, I have to say, like Apocalypto. What else did he do? I think, oh God, I'm forgetting a few big ones, but yeah.
And nothing that you did mattered.
In the classic 1993 comedy Groundhog Day, the main character lives the same day over and over and over again. Unfortunately, when it comes to actor Mel Gibson and reports of his anti-Semitic vitriol,
Every single day I wake up and I think of a reason not to do it every single day.
it sometimes feels like the public has been experiencing their own version of Groundhog Day for the past several years.
But it's the reported threats against Oksana Grigorieva that are bringing the most attention. Esther House in a letter says Gibson told him, "I'm going to kill her. I'm going to have her killed."
Oh my God.
Previously known for his acting talent, leading man good looks, and ability to sell movie tickets, the American-born Australian actor's career has increasingly been overshadowed by incidents highlighting his temper and his vicious, frequently alcohol-fueled verbal outbursts and anti-Semitic rants.
Edge of Darkness opens today. It's good to see you back in the saddle and doing what you do best. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Asshole.
Whoa.
Do you agree with our list?
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
What career-finishing scandal do you think is the most memorable?
I don't have to
The
ask
worst
anybody.
one's
Now
got
go on
to
in
be
and
Bill.
change your
Has to be
pants.
Just crazy, honestly, to think that at 1 minute you can be flying high, everything's great, the movie royalties are coming in, the checks are coming in, sponsorships, and then bang, one day a story gets released, you know, someone accuses you of something and it's all over. It's just, life can come at you fast, honestly, it really can. But obviously, a lot of the people on this list deserve to have their careers ended just because, you know, look at Bill Cosby. Like, the fact that he went on the Larry King show and he was brazenly describing how he did what he did, you know, how he drugged up. I just can't even say it because I don't want to risk this video getting, you know, like in trouble. It's just crazy to think that he did that so often, because he did it to a lot of people. Like, a lot of women came forward, and it's just insane. Now he's in prison. I think he's in prison for probably the rest of his life. It's all over for him. All over. Crazy video. You let me know what you guys think is the worst, and were there other ones that didn't make this list? I'm sure there's probably many people that didn't make it onto this list. There's probably a part 2, a part 3. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.